Before we talk about the July 27th Big Bash there in two locations in Northwest Arkansas, Roseanne, talk about the Altrusa Club and what you all do, what the members do within that club.
Altrusa is an international service organization. Individual clubs all over the U.S. and in several foreign countries decide on projects that will improve their communities. Then the members work on that, and that's what we do. And oftentimes we've been to other cities. We've been to Stillwater, I know, and I think to Bentonville, Bella Vista, to work with those clubs in the projects that they do. But it's an international, as I said, international service group, and we're always looking for new members if anybody's interested.
The focus of the club is what?
The focus of our club?
Yeah.
It's primarily literacy and serving the rural communities in Washington County. And we one of the things we do is we hand out books to school children, free books, and then the other things we do other things too. Like one of the things we've done in the last couple of years is send greeting cards to veterans in the veterans home, and we purchased snacks for several residents in nursing homes.
So Becky, the handing out the literacy part, handing out free books plays perfectly into what you'll be doing on July 27th. Explain what will be happening that day in those two different locations.
Okay, so a few years ago, we changed this event to a drive-by event. So our folks don't have to get out of their car to do anything. They just drive by and we fill the car up. We start them with a backpack that's filled with school supplies. They get a personal care bag that is filled with items like shampoo, conditioner, soap, those kinds of things. We also added a snack bag for every child that's in the car. And then we also, with a partnership with the Northwest Arkansas Food Bank, are able to give food boxes. And they also get a book, which is part of our focus. And it's an age-appropriate book for whatever ages of the children in the car. And then they end with free lunch. So they get a hot dog and chips and a Little Debbie snack, which is provided for us from Little Debbie. And then we do this at both locations. Prairie Grove will be first, and then we will move to Greenland beginning at 11. So we try to make sure that every child that comes through gets all of those things. And we do it until we have nothing left.
Roseanne, talk about how you get these items. Before we started the interview, we were talking about you go buy a lot of these things, but where does that money come from?
The money comes from a variety of sources. Harps Hometown Foods is our presenting sponsor, along with the food bank. And then Altrusa International Foundation has provided us a grant. And then we go out and we buy the school supplies, the personal care items, the snack packs, and the books are donated by, this year, they're donated by Arvest and by the BOMA, which is Building Owners Management Association. And we ask them for books to go with kids in pre-K all the way up to 12th grade. So we get a lot of books that way, and our members come together. We did it 2 weeks ago to divide them into age groups, or what we think are age groups. And then when somebody comes in, going through the line, we ask what grade the child is in, and then we just reach in the box and pull out one that says 6th grade or 4th grade or pre-K. And we give away probably 400 to 500 books on a Saturday morning in those 2 locations.
Becky, talk about the importance of this. How many of these families probably wouldn't be able to get this on their own without the help of Altrusa?
Well, the only way that we can really judge that particular number is by how many come through our line. And we have seen repeat folks for 11 years now. So we do, this year we're doing 120 at Prairie Grove, 120 backpacks, and 300 in Greenland. And the kiddos from West Fork come to Greenland. We get some from Lincoln that come to Prairie Grove. So it's really hard to say. The one thing that we make sure is that we do not turn anyone away. We do not ask personal questions. And if they come through our line, they get all of those things. And I can tell you, just from working this event for 11 years, I believe that everyone who comes through our line needs those things.
Roseanne, who gets more out of this? The families that get the backpacks or Altrusa members who actually give them away?
Yeah.
Tough question, Daren, but I would imagine it's about equal. I personally get a lot out of it. And I was a single mother for many years and realized it's not easy to provide all the things that a child needs to go back to school. And if there'd been something like this in Carmi, Illinois, where I'm from, it would have been a big help, to me. And I know that the parents are very thankful and they appreciate all that we do. But I think our members get just as much out of it as the parents do. And the kids.
Becky, you had a smile on your face. I'm sure that's the same thing.
Well, you know, I grew up in South Arkansas and in a very rural community. And I can just so relate to some of these kids starting school with maybe the very basics, but not having everything they needed. Now, a long time ago, when I started school, we didn't have to have so much, but there's a lot that are required of the kiddos to bring. And, you know, anything that we can do to help them, you know, get a boost up in their education, that's what we're all about. And our particular backpack event has spread out to other Altrusa clubs. Stillwater, Oklahoma, they do this, and a lot of other clubs have picked it up. Of course, we have a lot of organizations in Northwest Arkansas who do some sort of backpack or back to school event, but it takes all of us. It takes all of us to get these kids ready for school.
Roseanne, Becky, thank you so much. Have a great time on the 27th. It sounds wonderful.
Well,
You come out and join us, Daren. We'll show you how it's done.
That's right.
And ask Scott to give us some good weather that day.
Yeah, I will do my best.
All right. Thank you, Daren.
Thank you so much, Daren. We appreciate this.